Hello, this is the TradeSite Forex Market Preview and International Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, October 13th, ending Friday the 18th, 2019. This is options expiration week for October already, amazingly. Monday is the Columbus Day bank holiday here in the U.S. The stock market's open, but the banks are closed, which is what matters for Forex. So we will have no calls Sunday going into Monday, and then we'll pick up for the rest of the week. Here's a look at the here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Dipped a little bit late in the week here on some news, and saw some action. We had a good week, actually. No complaints. Good time of year for Forex to start to pick up, and so hopefully it continues. But in terms of where we are on the chart, we've really been in a very narrow range all year, basically 4 points on the dollar index, which is not much. The euro dollar, the inverse of the dollar index as usual. The pound dollar, here's what the action was with all the news coming out of England, obviously, as we get closer to the final date for Brexit. Aussie dollar up a little bit. Euro yen down, up a little bit. Pound yen up a lot. Again, the pound up. Pound Swiss up. And the New Zealand dollar pair didn't do much. In terms of intra-week action, 30-minute candles. High to low for the week on the euro dollar was about 120 pips. We didn't do much in this one. You can see the breakout on Thursday and Friday were most of the move. Meanwhile, the pound, way more interesting. 500 pips of range. First time we've seen that in a while. We captured a good chunk of it on Friday, so no complaints there. And we had a winner earlier in the week as well. So hopefully that continues and we can get back to some more normal action in Forex on a consistent basis. In terms of economic data, let's go through it. Sunday, Australia's on a bank holiday, but they've got the AIG Construction Index. China's on bank holiday. Leading indicators out of Japan, German factory orders, Swiss foreign currency reserves, Halifax HPI, Centex investor confidence. Again, the U.S. is on bank holiday. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong week. Bad. Skip ahead. Japan bank holiday. China's trade balance number comes out Sunday. German WPI, European industrial production, and then U.S. and Canada have their bank holiday on Monday that I referred to. The UK MPC member speaking. Australia's monetary policy meeting minutes from their last meeting. CPI and PPI out of China. Revised industrial production out of Japan. PPI out of Switzerland. Final French CPI. Going into Tuesday, we've got the UK unemployment rate. Zoo economic sentiment out of Germany and the broad European sector. New loans out of China, M2 money supply out of China, 10-year bond auction out of the UK, Empire State Manufacturing Index here in the US to start off the week, essentially. GDT price index out of New Zealand, Tuesday night, federal budget balance out of the US, FOMC member Bullard speaking, CPI out of New Zealand, and the MI leading index out of Australia. Now we're going into Wednesday, CPI and PPI, all the inflationary numbers out of the UK at 1:30 a.m. This is Pacific time, sorry, not Eastern, so 4:30 a.m. Eastern. I really like how they're releasing all of their inflationary numbers at one time. Europe CPI and trade balance at 5 a.m. Eastern time, 2 a.m. Pacific. German 30-year bond auction. Canada's got all their inflationary numbers at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Retail sales out of the U.S. at the same time. Business inventories in the U.S. later. Housing market index later. Beige book, Fed beige book at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Tick long-term purchases out of the U.S. Unemployment rate, the unemployment rate out of Australia, Wednesday night going into Thursday. Trade balance out of Switzerland and Italy. Retail sales out of the U.K. Manufacturing sales out of Canada, along with U.S. Philly Fed and building housing starts and building permits. The weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers. Then our industrial production and capacity utilization rates. CB leading index out of the UK, natty gas and crude oil inventories here in the US. Keep in mind, crude oil is usually Wednesday, but because of the bank holiday on Monday, it gets pushed to Thursday. A couple of Fed members speaking again. Japan's CPI, China's GDP for the third quarter, fixed asset investment, industrial production, the MBS press conference, retail sales, and the unemployment rate, all out of China, 10 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, and then wrapping it up for the week. Current account out of Europe, CB leading index here in the U.S. And that is it. We're 2 weeks away from the time zone change for the year. So hopefully some excitement. We're starting to see some better action. Obviously, we've got all the Brexit stuff to look at. That can have an impact. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.